to you, my guy. Hello, welcome. Let's just wait for the speakers to join us by 5 p.m. and then we'll start this event. But thank you for joining us. Welcome, Nana. Please send me a request. Okay, let me just send you the request to join. Please send me a request to join the live video. Nena, thank you.
Hello. Can you see and hear me?
Yes, I can see and hear you. Can you see and hear me?
Hello, Susie. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yes, I can.
Cool. So we're waiting for Shade, and then we'll kickstart the event. She actually spoke some minutes ago, so I think she's just freshening up. How is your day today?
Not bad, thank God. Happy Sunday to you and everyone watching us.
Yeah, thank you. Happy Sunday, everyone. So let me give her a nudge so she knows that we're waiting for her. Oh, I hope she gets the message. It's like her phone is down.
Okay.
Let's just give her 2 minutes. Then we'll just kick off wherever to join, whenever
All right, then, no
she joins us. Thank you, everybody that's online. Please let's just wait a bit, just 2 minutes for the second speaker, and then we'll start this event. Quick one. Nena, let me ask you. Your name, Ajala Nena. Pronounce the name of your
Nenna. My full name is Nenna Fakoya Smith, but people know me as Ajala Nene. That's my should I call it my alter ego?
Oh, that's nice. What's the meaning of Ajala? Ajala Nene.
So I don't know if anybody knows Ajala Travels. Ajala travels around the world. Yes.
I was called that to university.
That's a traditional Yoruba name. The man that used to travel around the world with a bicycle and his agbada on. That back then, those days, it was a big deal because traveling was not something that Africans did a lot. And for an African, a Nigerian, used his agbada and used bicycle to go around Europe. So his name was Ajala. So anyone that loves traveling, put the name Ajala there, then your own name. So my own is Nene, but I took Ajala, so Ajala Nene.
Nice. That's a great story. A great story behind the brand. That's your company's name, right? Nice.
So my company name is Nenewa Hub Limited. Now, funny story. Okay. So when I was looking for a name for my tourism business, I'm in the tourism space, by the way, for those who don't know. I wanted an indigenous name. I'm Igbo married to Yoruba man. So I said, okay, let me patronize my husband's culture. Let me look for a name, an African and a Yoruba name that has to relate to travel. But I couldn't find any. So for weeks, I think I found one, a Yoruba name, Abeoki. Abeoki means I bring joy like the beauty of a peacock. So I'm all talking about colors and different cultures. But ironically, when I was registering CAC, the name was taken. Apparently somebody in 1970 something had a name. So, and if I want to have that name, I have to go and pay one money. I said, for what? So I just had to go back to the drawing board for almost a month. I couldn't find a name. So one day I just called my mom. I said, Mom, I need a name for my business. Something about travel, tourism, and something in Igbo. Since I can't find Yoruba, let me go come and look for one in Igbo. My mom goes, okay, I'll call you back. Then she calls me and said, what about Nenewa? So when I was young, My mom's sister used to call me Nenewa. Now Nenewa means see the world. See the world. So it was like she was prophesying to my life that, girl, you're gonna be in the travel tourism space. So I said, why not try Nenewa? So I checked on CAC, Nenewa was available. So I put the name Hub because my tourism outfit is not just about packaging tours. It's about training, marketing, organizing events. So I just, okay, let's call that a hub. So that's where Nenewa Hub Limited came from. Now, ironically, Nene in Igbo means see. Nenechi is my middle name. Okay. So my short name is, one of my middle names. So the short people used to call me Nene when I was growing up. So I just, okay, fine. Well, here it is. Ironically, my nickname also goes with my company name. So that's the whole story about all this thing. So the Nene was just coincidental. That's Nenewa and Angela Nene.
Okay, that's a very interesting story. It's always good when a business name has roots embedded in historical stories. It gives it some richness that people can connect with.
Relate.
So Mofulisha just said she said she'll be joining us soon.
Okie dokie. Yeah. Awesome.
So she'll be with us soon. But while she's here, let's start. Hello everyone, welcome to our monthly event. This is the second of the series. The first one was on working mom, how to balance a career and life as a mom. But today we're talking about moms who have to give up the 9 to 5 to take that leap to entrepreneurship, the be to spend more time with their family. So yeah, Mufula Shade is here now. Mufula Shade, just send me a request and I'll add you. So while she's trying to send me the request, let's continue. So this group of women are called mompreneurs. Funny how I really love Mufula Shade to be up here because the first time I ever heard that name, mompreneur, was from Mufula Shade. She's joining us in a bit. And hey, welcome.
Yeah, so this is why I'm just joining you. I've been in traffic, terrible traffic. So I had to find a quiet place to park.
Sorry about that.
Lagos madness. That's what it is here.
Madness, I'm telling you.
It's crazy.
Hey girl.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good.
So welcome. We're just talking about mompreneurs. And I was saying the first time I ever heard that name mompreneur was from you when you started the Kick-Ass Mom and you were pushing that name mompreneur. Funny enough, that mompreneur is actually a thing globally, and it means, let me just read it out. The term mompreneur highlights the significant role of mothers who are determined to pursue their entrepreneurial aspirations while fulfilling their responsibilities as parents. It acknowledges the strength and resilience of women who navigate the challenges of motherhood and business ownership simultaneously. And these two women have made a huge success out of mompreneurship. Before I start our introductions, I would like Mufulu Shade to tell us what is mompreneur to her.
Okay, hi everyone. Sorry I joined late. So my name is Mufulu Shade, and to me, I would say being a mompreneur is about like I always say, is about running your business successfully.
Mm.
Okay, that's a good one. Very, very interesting one. And we're happy to have you here today with us. Yes, you are. Okay. I hope you can see us and you can hear us. Okay. So over to you, Nene. Tell us
Okay,
your story
so
into mompreneur. Yes, it's probably because you're on the road, but we'll take our time. We'll wait for you.
Thank you.
So, Nene,
okay, so what was the question again? So I'm sure I'm getting it right.
tell us your story into mompreneur.
Oh, okay. So I worked in an oil and gas company for like almost 8 years. And of course, when I started, I was single. I just finished NYSC. I'd left a company, a tourism company. So I was having fun. Of course, oil and gas money was good money for a young girl. All right. Uh, Fast forward later, like 2012, I got married. And by 2014, I had my first child. And I didn't, fortunately for me, I use that word, I was working in the chairman's office. And you know, when you work in Oga's office, it's when Oga leaves that you can leave. Everybody else will close for 4 p.m. People like me and my colleagues will be upstairs waiting for Oga to leave. And Oga will leave like 7. So by the time you want to go back home, by the time you get home, it's like 10, 11. You know, with like what our sister is going through, Lagos traffic. So by the time I had
Wow.
my second child, a year later, I was like, no, I can't do this. I can't wake up early as 4. Sometimes they'll have to drop me first in the office before he now go back home to go take them to school. So like imagine me on the road as early as 5 a.m. driving my kids. They're driving me to the office so that they can come back and drive and drop them at school. What kind of life was that? And then at night, because I was the only one living in Surulere, my other colleagues, all of them lived in Ikeja. I was the only one leave the Surulere, so we had night bus because of us. But I have to follow everybody so imagine going from VI all the way to Ikeja. Then they'll not come and drop me all the way at Stadium. I was like, nope, 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 nope. So my husband said, okay, fine. Why don't you follow a colleague that will drop you at least at 10 Milan Bridge? I'll pick you from there. So imagine as late as 9, my husband and my children are coming to pick me up from 10 Milan Bridge, Monday to
Wow.
Friday. There's a particular day that by that time, I was getting frustrated. I was like, no, 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 no. I can't do this anymore. One particular day, they picked me up from that's Third Milan Bridge, that's Yaba on the bridge. And as we were going, we noticed people running.
Wow.
Armed robbers were on the road. Imagine me, my baby, she was not up to 1 year old yet, though, in her car seat, and my son was next to me. So, you know that mother instinct? I carried my daughter, got my son ready. My husband was like, oh, yeah, let's get down from the car and start running. Fortunately
Wow.
for us, I think policemen got there on time and they held them. That day I swore, I'm leaving this job. I'm not doing any 9 to 5 today again. I'm going me that I've been thinking of what business to do, but then my business idea was coming up and everything. I was like, I'm leaving this office at the end of this year. Luckily for me, the office was doing no retrenchment, telling people if you want to leave, we'll come and take your money and leave, and they will add you bonus. I quickly grabbed it. I said, perfect timing. My money plus extra money again. At least something to help me balance and cushion on my business. I took it, and by August 2017, I left the corporate world. Luckily for me, I really started building. I met Omofolu Sade before I left my office. I met her at Social Media Week, now called African NXT, and I got to know about mompreneur. I was like, so we have women like me like people like me that want to actually leave my job and start a business. I joined her session and I had joined one of her programs then, Mompreneur on the Road. And during that time, it was a pitch session and they told me what to do. I took those ideas, drafted my business plan, drafted everything. And by the time I left my business, my office, August 2017, I started my business. And that's, since then, I've not looked back. I've had people, I've had corporate companies come to me to say, I will pay you so amount, just come and work with us. I'm like, no, thank you. I think I like the fact that I'm staying home, my people, and I'm making my little money. So that's the sacrifice I'll make, if it's just to stay with them and build my business. So for me, the reason why I left was, one, my young family. They were still young. They needed my presence. And I've always wanted to be that kind of mom that will be present, like Mufulu Shade said. Then number two, I had a passion for what I wanted to do in the tourism space. And I was like, if I don't start it now, when? I had colleagues come to me and say, Nene, are you mad? You're leaving oil and gas to go and do what? Don't you miss money? And I'm like, this is the best time. I'm still young. This is the best time to build my brand. So I'd rather leave now than wait when I have 1,000 billion and I'll be old. I cannot do anything again. Hell no. So yeah, that's been the journey so far. And it's this year make it 6 years, but Shade, 6 years old. 6 years already.
Wow.
I can't believe it.
Just like
so we've been now for 6 years.
Congratulations.
Eshema.
More grace to your elbow. More grace. Such a lovely story.
I see Bumi here. Bumi saying that sacrifice can never be valued, and that is true.
No, girl.
You can't put a price to it. You can't put a price to it.
At all. Thank you, Bumi. Thank you.
Good to see you. Oh, I hope you can hear us now. You said you weren't hearing us clearly. I hope you can hear us now. So let's over to the mompreneur herself, the woman that started preaching the gospel to other moms to take that mantle and become mompreneurs themselves. Mofolu Shade, what inspired you to start the mompreneur community? Are you frozen? Wow.
Oh yeah, she's frozen. She's frozen. She's frozen.
Oh,
Bumi, well
congrats.
done. Well done, Bumi. Well done. It's not easy, but it's worth it at the end.
Yeah,
well done.
It's worth it. We keep preaching about Mofolu Shade.
Okay. Her network is bad.
Yeah.
It's where she is. And the weather has not been good, so it's affecting the net.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
There was one time he was ill and he was taking some medication. I used to have these young nannies then. So when I'm going to work in the morning, I dropped the baby and nanny with my mom. My mom too was still in service. She was teaching, but at least she used to get home before me, right? And one day, I think she gave him the wrong dosage or something like that. And she called me. I was almost going crazy. And I went to my boss and said, please, I need to go. Like, what's so urgent about that? The boy is okay. Are you a doctor? They've taken him to the hospital. So what is your problem? I'm like, I was scandalized. I mean, missing out on the tea parties and all that was even still bearable. But that for me was the last straw. And that was on the one side. On the other side, I felt trapped. Okay? So I felt like I was not living the life I wanted to. My whole life was work, home, church, work, home, church. I wanted to see the world. I felt like there's so much to see. There's so much to do. And the thing about working in the corporate space, especially as you're trying to climb up the ladder, when you're at the bottom of the whatever, you are just there. You are only allowed to do what you're told to do. In fact, in my banking days, I remember my boss telling you do what you do. We are not paying you to think. We're paying you to work. Don't tell me I think. You do what we say you should do.
Well, yeah.
I could not stomach it. So in 2010, after that incident, I made up my mind. I said, nope, I can't live this life. This is not for me, Mofolu Shade. I am leaving. And I remember then there was a lot of, people were reaching out to me. Somebody gave me a book then, 10 steps
10 things to do before you resign. 50 clinical, different things. That have you saved 500,000? Have you? I always thought it was a spur of the moment madness. You have to be mad to make that decision, because really, it's not something that you have so many fears.
Yeah, girl.
You would have so many doubts. Like, am I doing the right thing? Am I being? So one day I just made up my mind and said, today I'm resigning. And I called my husband and had a discussion with him. He was afraid. And he was the one holding me for some time. But you know what I did? I just told him, I said, see, allow me so that I will not resent you. If I go and in 2 years, I don't make anything out of this, please, I will dust my CV and I will go back to work. But if you don't let me leave now, I will hate you. So that was it. That was the motivation for me. I wanted a different life. I wanted to be present for my kids. I hated the life I was living. I hated it. And I do not have any regrets today. I mean, I've cried, I've bawled along the way because it's been many years. But every time I clean my eyes and I remember why I resigned, I remember, look at my kids, I'm like, I made the right decision. I do not regret it one bit.
Very interesting, very almost similar stories. My story too was like that. In 2018, I resigned from the bank when I had my boy. I just left maternity to resume back to work, and I just knew that I could not do this. I needed to be near my baby. And I just resigned. Everybody was shocked the day I even resigned because they were not expecting it. I just went to the HR and I dropped my resignation and I walked away. So I went back to full-time job. 3-4 years down the line, I went back. And the reason I went back is because of the challenges you face in your entrepreneurial journey. So let me ask the two of you, what challenges did you face, especially at the beginning, starting your entrepreneurial journey? What challenges did you face and how did you overcome that challenge? And then let's start with you.
Evolution knows my story, so I know how. No. My first 2 years, she was the person I used to run to and cry to anytime. I used to ask myself, who sent me message? Who sent me message? And for those Kukuma stay for hours, don't say, okay, I'm a housewife. Who sent me message? But I think one of the best things I did for myself was get myself a coach. I mean a coach, a business coach. Now, some people are like, all these coach things. Me, I was like that too. At least the first 2 years of my business, I was like, I don't need a coach. What's the coach for? It's a waste of money. But I got myself a business coach who was able to help me structure my business. And he also allowed me to know that I was not stupid. I was not crazy. I wasn't going mad about what I'm doing. I just needed to find that structure. So for me, the challenges was trying to find structure of what I do. So what I do in the tourism space is not the normal packaging tours. And I hate packaging tours. Like literally, if you come to me, I've worked in a tour operating company. So I know how to package tours. I know how you call me now, say, I'm a blue shadow, maybe you just buzz me now and say you wanted the package to work Kilimanjaro. I will not package that tour because I don't have the patience. Right? I learned, okay, what can I handle? So I don't package tours, but I love to market them. I love to organize events. So I just have to find a way around it to make it work. So what I do is not what a lot of people in my space does. So it took me a lot of time to find that structure for my business. And like I said, the best thing I did for myself by the 3rd and 4th year of my business was get myself a coach who helped me to structure myself and who also showed me that it's not only tourism. There are other things you can do with the knowledge you have in the tourism space. Learn to expand, because I wasn't making the money I wanted wasn't making money I wanted in the tourism space, but because I'm so passionate about it, people recognized me. I got awards, recognitions, but it not be all awards are gonna go chop. I need to make the money, right? So I also learned that I can diversify my businesses, my tourism business into other things that will also help me fund that business. So that was one of the best things I had for myself, because I was confused. I knew I was passionate about this, but hey, where am I going to? Who sent me a message, like I said? But getting that coach and having also an inner circle of business women who think like you, friends. So we rub minds to each other. So having the coach and having that inner circle of friends who are also business women like you, whether they are working or whether they are mompreneurs, having those two was one of the best things I did for myself that helped me structure my business in the way that I'm still here today. I know people that started with me in the tourism space, they're no longer doing it. But because of those two things, the coach and the inner circle of mastermind helped me to navigate through that.
Nice. Very important. Having the right clique of friends that share the same goal and passion as you, having the coach, and then structuring your business. Very important. Mofolo Shade, I know you're going to say the same thing, so let's try and twig. Twig your question. In the years that you've preached mompreneur and you've built the kick-ass moms, what would you say have been the challenges that these women faced and came to you and you helped them overcome? What would be the challenges you say you saw that were common amongst? Because I know these women had different goals and different. They were working in different industries. But they came to you in the umbrella of the Kick-Ass Moms, and you helped even some of them with their digital business knowledge so that they could promote their business. So definitely you would have shared some of their pains with you, and you would have advised them and see them get better. So we would appreciate you share these challenges and resolutions with us.
Okay, so like I said, I mean, like you said, there's so many people doing different things. So to find something that cuts across that many of them struggled with, and are so multifaceted that because we're so talented, you start off a business and you find yourself branching into so many things that you struggle to find your core. So what exactly is the revenue generating thing in all of these activities that I'm doing? And we have this because women in a society, of course, we're in a patriarchal society. So women tend to you have to overcompensate. So we want to show that, yes, we can do it. So we're doing so many things that at the end of the day, you are overwhelmed, you break down and you're like, oh my God, what am I even doing? That's on the one hand. On the second hand, we're not charging appropriately for all of these many activities that we're doing. So you see a woman, she's very busy, she's doing.
Let's give us some time to come back.
It's frozen. Women, we do a lot of.
Yeah, sorry, I was frozen for a second.
Okay.
so that money, you see them, they're busy, they're active, and what is the money? Because we tend to think for a woman to boldly come out and charge what she's worth. I think for a lot of us struggle with that. So you want to charge yourself. You're like, I just need enough money to get by. I'm not greedy. I don't want to come across as greedy. I don't want to come across as, she's too ambitious. Oh, what is it safe? Well, that woman, her own is too much, blah, blah, blah. But you're offering a service. You're not doing anybody a favor. You're offering something to them, and people should compensate you in return. So those are the two challenges: getting clarity for what you want. And so that was one of the things that Nena attended, there was this clarity session then we used to have. We had a mompreneur tour where we go around, and I had a business partner then who women will sit down, just come, offload all the 1 million ideas of all the things you want to do and can do. And then we help you define, okay, this is what your core is. This is where you're going to get, this is the one that's going to. Our brains are on overdrive. You're thinking, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, I can do this, and that, and this, and that. No. Just find the core, focus on it, charge appropriately for it, and get the worth for whatever it is that you're doing. And the thing about charging too is getting, like, even in the kickers community, you know how it is. We tell ourselves, call these big numbers and be comfortable with it. Who are they? Where them? 1 billion, 2 billion, and don't flinch, don't shake. Those are the things that we have helped.
Powerful
Network.
words. And network doesn't want us to enjoy.
Don't mind network. Don't mind
wave. So we should overcome the fear and push for what we are worth. I guess that's what she wanted to say. Nice. Getting clarity and getting the money we are worth. Powerful ones. Okay, Nana, over to you.
The same question?
No.
Okay. Because that one, mompreneurs, oh no, not be my own. I don't get that level.
Special mompreneur. So funny enough, when Mopolician was talking, I remembered in 2019 to 2020, part of when I was doing my freelance entrepreneurial ship. I was running a restaurant, at the same time running a bar, at the same time doing my advertising work. And
Women.
I was working for 2 agencies freelance. Women, no. And in a year, I broke down and I closed down.
Before I go. You're not going to break down.
Because you must break down. You don't have that power.
Break down. But you know, firewood.
You're thinking of a toddler again, for that matter. That is your work. So, yeah, I understand that very well. We have to have clarity. We have to be
and sorry to cut you. I wanted to say that a lot of times we underestimate the work that goes into raising a toddler. Even a toddler alone is a full-time job. I tell you that after you have a baby, from pregnancy till about the time the baby is 3, you will not get yourself back. So we underestimate the amount of work.
Yeah.
Actually, just cut ourselves some slack sometimes so that we don't break down and let overwhelm. We are in this business for the long haul, so we pace ourselves and grow steadily.
Yeah.
Okay.
True.
Thank you for that. Thank you, everyone that's joining us. Remember, we're discussing about empowering the mompreneurs, speaking to women who took the leap from a 9-to-5 to entrepreneurship. So if you're joining us, you now know what we're talking about. These women here are strong mompreneurs, and we are trying to tap into their experience to better ourselves, especially if we're planning to take the entrepreneur route.
Yeah.
So, Nana, back to you. Please tell us,
yes, ma'am.
How do you balance your role as a mother and as an entrepreneur? Because you left the 9-to-5 based on this balance. So, how do you balance? The first question, have you been able to balance it? And if you are, how did you?
This is a very powerful question because I will not lie. I'm still learning to balance. And I think we continue to learn to balance. Let's call a spade a spade. People know they form the anti-balance is a life. There's a section in your life. There's a I think life is a process. Now, this process, the stage I am in now, I'm still finding my balance. In fact, I was just telling Mofo Shade that I'm even pausing small of my business because my brain need to rest. I need to go and reset. No, it's the truth. So you will always be trying to find your balance. Right now, I have gotten to a point where I have been able to structure, okay, in the morning, but you're laughing, laugh well. In the morning, I will utilize my money very well. Either in the morning, as the kids, I wake up, the bath them, take them, I go to gym if I can. After gym, I come back, I start my work, say, at least 10:30, yeah, girl, fitness farm. 10:30, 11, my work starts. Within 10:30, my work with my other clients. So I have different projects I work on, with not just my business. I have different communities I manage. So at least from that 10 o'clock to, like, say, around 2, when the children are not back home, I utilize it very well. Because by the time they are back, my body is tired. But that is not part 2. Which end? Part 2 work. Mommy work. You are doing assignments. You are doing lunch. Before you say, Mommy, I'm hungry. Is dinner you're making? Then by the time you are about to rest, it's 6 o'clock. Unless you've not finished your work in the morning, because you can never work and never finish. People like me will be workaholic. Me like the workaholic. I will still be working from 7 o'clock. If I yesterday I finished my work around 1 a.m., my husband was angry with me. Say, what is it? What? You want to kill yourself? You right? So there are days that I am actually, I said 8 o'clock, no work. And I put up my phone. The only thing I'll come on is Netflix. So I can just calm my head after they finish bathing and sleeping. So I'm going to be very honest, guys. I'm still finding my balance. There are days that are amazing, like everything goes well. Gym, work, children, assignments, go and sleep. And there are days I'm like this. And there are days I don't do anything. I just bath the children, they go and I sleep. So it's just up to you. Understand your body. Understand the stages you're in. Another stage will come when my children will leave me and I have all the time to myself, right? But for now, I'm in that stage where I'm sacrificing for my children. They're the reason I left the job in the first place anyway. So the attention is for them. But one thing I told my husband when I was leaving my job was like, I said, call me. That's what I call it. Call me. I'm not coming here to come and be a housewife. I want to be doing something. Because like Mavulu Shade said, we are energy bodies. Our head is always thinking of something, even in our sleep. In fact, Mavulu Shade, have you slept well since you gave birth to our last baby? Because my head is always thinking. In the middle of the night, I'm waking up checking my children. I'm like, so I literally am not sleeping. But this is the sacrifice I know I have to go through if I really want to be there for my children and I want to build a brand for myself when they have left me. So I tell people this, see, what you're doing now is you're building something for yourself that when your children leave you, these children that you are sacrificing for, they will leave you one day. They say, Mommy, bye. I love you. I'm going to Kilimanjaro. And there we go. So you can imagine if you don't do something for yourself while you are sacrificing from them. So I tell people, like, I don't go for night events because of my children. So those days I said that they'll give you card and you cannot go for outing. Well, I'm in my house now, but I can't go because of my children. All right. So I already said something about support, having a support system. My support system is my family. This is okay, guys. This was my own story from day one. As a child, I grew up with lots of house helps. And I saw how this house helps gave my mommy a hell. And when I was small, I told my mom, I said, Mommy, this is what I said. I was not up to 10 years old. I said, Mommy, I will never have a house help. And this is what my mother said. She said, may God provide everything you need so that you don't have to have a house help. Now, ladies, when I was still working, I born 2 children. I didn't have house help. It was my husband that was babysitting the kids because he worked from home. So I'm grateful that I have a supportive husband. If I did not, I would have hired a nanny that will come and go. Not you stay in my house because I don't want that stay in my house. Then God also blessed me. My family is around me. My mom's house is 5 minutes away from my house. My brother-in-law's house is like 2 minutes away from my house. So if I need to go anywhere, I want to go anywhere, we all manage it around ourselves. So that support system too has been very helpful. Thank you. Having that community around you. If you want house help, I'm not saying you don't have house help. There are some necessary evils you need in your life to help you balance. But you will find your own way at the end of the day. So yeah, that's my story. I'm still balancing, but we are getting there.
I agree with you. We're still balancing. It's not easy. It's not easy. You fight and say, oh, I don't want to do a 9 to 5. I want to start my own work so that I can have time for my kids. And you find out that yes, you have time for your kids, but where's your own time?
Where's your own time? Oh, but can I say something, Susie? Can I say something? Another thing I'm learning how to have my me time. So I know that 24/7 I'm actually working with these kids. 24/7 I have husband to take care of. My husband's a big man, but you know what it is. They say our husbands are our first child. Yeah, somehow. You have husband to take care of. You have your children to take care of. You have your businesses you're taking care of. And someone like me that I work with different projects, I have different organs I am actually reaching out to. But I have learned to take my me time in all this craze. I mean, when I mean me time, it can be just sitting down under the AC, drinking my hot chocolate of Milo, and nobody's coming to say, Mommy, I'm hungry. When you come and say, Mommy, have I taken care of you? Have I given you your food? My husband said, oh, come here, have I attended to you? It is my time. Give me at least even 30 minutes just to relax. So in finding all that balance, we should not sacrifice self-care. And I'm learning that I'm very selfish with my self-care now. Over selfish, they worry me because I found out that I'm breaking down. Last year, I almost broke down. Literally, my face was all black. Ask me who Shadi. I had to start looking for skin. Me, that my skin is always fine like this. My face was black. But I wasn't taking care of myself. You know, so finding that balance also requires you having that self-care. So even in the process of finding the balance, let us not sacrifice our self-care. Oh, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Very, very true. And that's where we're coming to Mofolusha Day. Enter Instagram, you see her lifting weights.
She's not intimidating us with all her fitness and yoga. 2 hours later. Now because of you, I go down gym. Now because of people like you, I go down gym.
I'm glad.
She's giving a speech in a conference. Later, you see her supporting another mompreneurs business, and you are wondering,
where does she have the energy?
Or is she?
I know, right?
Like, how is she everywhere at the same time? And then you see a strapping soldiers all beside her. Also,
yeah, Jabon Meta. That's what I call her, mother of 3 princes.
This question is for you.
Okay.
How have you been able to balance all these things? As you look as trim, beautiful, relaxed as you do. Please share the secret.
Yeah. Network is this is the time network decided to come and froze her. They're not serious.
I just want to understand this network. Booby, I've been sharing some insightful things from the comment section.
Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me?
Yes, you're back. You're back. We can hear you.
Bumi said I grew up with Mofolusha Day and I'm still amazed. Yeah, I mean, there was a time when it wasn't like this. I was permanently burnt out because I had my own moments of after resigning. Who sent me? In fact, there was a day my mom looked at me and said, I thought you said you are resigning because you wanted to be there for your children. You're just all over the place. Because really, when I resigned, I was just hungry for information. You know, entrepreneurship is a very lonely journey. Yeah. If they are doing seminar here, I'm there. Yeah. They are doing this one, I'm there. Because I was just like, I wanted to mop up everything. And then it was crazy. It was crazy. But I would say my turning point came at 42. That was like 2-3 years ago. When I woke up one day. Yes, I woke up one day and I'm like, what is this? What exactly is this? The life that you said you wanted to live, you're not living it. If you are at home with children and you're permanently angry, what is the point? You probably will even scar them or traumatize them. Do you understand? So I started reading books and I think I went through an awakening and I started meditation. I will not lie. Let me just hold her. this because I set aside time and I said, no matter what, every day, I will start off my day with setting aside 10 minutes to meditate, to just be still. And you know why this is such an important thing? Because I'm the type who is a doer. I just want to be doing and doing and doing and doing. And that's why I'm everywhere doing. If you are doing, sometimes you might even lose the essence. Yeah, don't run around like headless chicken. And then, so I think it was that 42 that I told myself, I said, you know what? No more. I'm going to sit still for 10 minutes a day, clear my head, and approach the day on my own terms. Because they always say two things. They say it's either the day runs you or you run the day.
Yeah.
I had gone through my own process.
How are they doing this?
My power, taking back. But that's why I'm able to do so many things. And people are looking at that. You have gone to gym, you have gone to this, it's because I took back my power. And I know.
Wow.
Really come from your soul. You don't feel tired. It doesn't feel like work. It is when you are doing things because, this is what I'm expected to do. This is what I need to do to be able to make, when that pressure.
Yeah.
Me, anything that's not working for me, I'm not doing it. I'm not interested. Come and beat me. I'm in my house. Do you understand? So now I choose to do the things that I want. And the interesting thing is, I don't work as haphazardly or have so much activity as I used to then, but I have more money from a place of peace. You are not coming from a place of struggle. I know I'm now starting to sound like all those cuckoo motivational speakers, but I'm on my schedule first. It has helped my. Don't worry, what I mean. So, but I think in seeing the way their mother lives, they too are challenged to, before you get up, either you are doing your phone, they don't, but now they too are getting into it. And that's why they say many times, it's not what you say, it's what you do.
It's what you do.
Yourself and fix your timing and take time, take your power back. Everything around you just continue to, begin to align. And that's it, guys. That's how I manage to do. Because everything I do, I'm enjoying it immensely. You see it. I enjoy it. If I'm not enjoying it, I'm not doing it. There's no time. Life is too short.
Yeah, very short. Funny how it took me understanding the value of building a routine for me to notice the time I waste doing irrelevant things. Once you have a routine of your day, you spend time doing what you shouldn't be doing.
Yes.
So yes, I agree with that. Take charge of your day, have a routine. Very important. And if you don't know how to do it, please find Mofolusha Day on Instagram. She will put you in the community that will help you find yourself. We are all recipients, Nena and I. So we know what we are saying. So yeah, back to our questions. Now, this question is for the two of you. Just choose who wants to answer first. Can you share a positive influence of your mother or being a mom on your entrepreneurial journey? So the fact that you're a mother, something that happened that because you're a mom, it's added to your entrepreneurial journey. It built it.
Do you want to go first, Nena? Because I already have the answer.
No, I want you to go first. Oh, I know. That's why. Yeah, you go ahead.
So I think for me, being a mother, so you said something positive about being a mother, how it has impacted my entrepreneurial journey. Being a mother has made me want to be a better person. I think it puts having that responsibility. So let me just give one simple example. Growing up, so Bumi said here, hey, Bukola. So, I mean, Bumi was saying that she grew up with me, and she too is still amazed till today. Growing up, I was a very shy kid. Very, very shy. Very shy. I could not stand in front of people to talk. 1. 2, I could sleep for Africa. I remember that my father would be chasing us. Get up. Only a lazy man is in bed at 7 a.m. Only a lazy man is in bed at 7 a.m. If anybody told, I wake up at 5 a.m. I wake up at 5 a.m. now, every day, without fail, except maybe something happens and I need to rest or I sleep late or whatever. And I had to fix myself because of those behind me. I think it motivates you. You want to be a better person because of those that are watching you. They come to you and they tell you they are proud of you. Or when you see an impact, when you see them do something and you're like, oh my God. Like I said, motherhood does not come with a manual. Nobody came with a manual from heaven. We're all just trying with what we know, with the best that we know. In fact, there are a lot of times I used to judge my mom about stuff to say, oh, my mom did. But now that I'm a mother, I'm like, I give you hand, mommy. You tried with the best of what she had then. So in my own era now, I know better. I should do better. So I think that's for me. The fact that I want to be better, even when I'm tired and I'm frail and I'm falling apart, because I know those that are watching me, I gather myself together and I keep moving.
Right. So for me, I think my own is my children. So anytime I do something, I'm like, imagine my children in the future already doing their own. And like the kids are watching you. They see what you're doing. Like one day they asked my daughter, what does your mommy do? What does your daddy do? My daughter said, oh, my daddy works on his laptop. And while my mommy works on her phone. And it's true, because her dad is a software programmer. He's always on his laptop. Why me? My own business is on the phone. So they are watching you and seeing the things you're doing. And if you're doing the right thing, these kids will it's going to help them in the future. Because I know how I watched my mom raising my siblings and I told myself I want to raise my kids the same way. So to be very honest, I left that corporate world to start this because I want my kids to see that you can actually have your own thing, use your own talent, use your own your gift, and make something from it and make money with it. In fact, I didn't have that experience because my mom and my father were not entrepreneurs. But when I see my kids watching, their mommy, are you busy? Or do you have a meeting like today? I want them. I have an ID life. It don't disturb me. Oh, mommy, no problem. Then my son came to open the door. Mommy, you meeting, right? Okay, no problem. We'll stop you. Close the door. Yeah, watching you. So for me, that's the most important thing. Having my kids watch me build myself, and I'm happy doing what I'm doing because I wanted to know that you still have your skills that you can only do the same thing. Yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah. Nice. I guess as we'll say it's a mom at 40, we do it for the love of children. Because if we don't do it for them, who will anyway? Thanks, Chris, for saluting us.
We salute back. We salute.
So, back to our questions. It's been very enlightening. We know now that it's not an easy journey, but we know that if we have the passion, we're structured, we have the right community and the right support, we'll be able to achieve mompreneurship. Now, we know that we are Nigerians. We cannot run from that across the globe. And we know that there are some stereotypes and some misconceptions around women running their own business. Shade, this question will start with you. What has been the misconceptions or stereotype you faced in your mompreneur journey?
The stereotypes that we get. The stereotypes that we get.
Misconceptions and stereotypes that were
conceptions
that face in your mompreneur journey. It's funny how when Mofurushani is talking, that's when this internet.
So sorry, for some reason, I think there's a feedback. I'm getting feedback, like there's an echo. I don't know where it's coming from.
Yeah, same here. But we can hear you. We can still hear you.
But we can still hear you, so we will not complain.
I'm back now. I'm back. I'm not the Okay, no problem. So the misconception, one, people assume that, oh, you're just at home lazing about working from home. People assume that, oh, you're just at home lazing about.
Very true.
So that's when you have friends.
That's annoying.
Or you have money call you and say, go and buy. Let me go and buy the pepper there. Or you have hobby call there. You are at home now. You are at home. So I know COVID came and changed that.
Yes.
But initially, working from home was sitting at home and lounging. So they will just be assigning things to you that are even children. So one of the things that I had to quickly learn working from home was setting boundaries. Set boundaries. So my kids know. They know when not to disturb. Mom is working. I put my phone away if I'm in my period of deep work. Not the time for you to call me and start giving me one shift or whatever. No, I'm not available. I'm working. So that's number one. Number two, one of the stereotypes is that people look at it that, I think people just assume that once you're a woman or a mom doing business, you're just doing business just to get by. This one is not looking for money. It's not money. So when you send bills, sometimes when you send bills, they're looking at you like, what's going on? The other you send bills, they're looking at you like, doing this. If we are not this, we are not that. So, yeah, that's one of the things. One of the hurdles that we also have to cross. So, building that professional wall to say, look, this is not. I'm not running a moment. Do you know how much it costs to run all those online things? Paying for your domain, paying for hosting, not even now that it's online. Those things are not a joke. Paying for paid Zoom, paying for all of those things. So you also have your own assets. So people just assume that once you're working from Chicago, you're not going to spend any money. Why is it charging so much? What is it? So those are some of the I think challenges that or stereotypes that the boxes that people try to keep you in when you're working from home. So you have to first of all set boundaries quickly, and then create a level of professionalism. There's something the founder of the on to our accountant. I don't handle that. The accountant, especially, just give somebody else. or she will switch her voice. It's like she's the accountant. That's the thing. It's like she's the accountant. But just because she wants to, put that wall of professionalism, so you won't go out. So I feel finish. So yes, to be able to get wrong with this world.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very, very true. Very, very true. So, Nena, you want to add to that?
Evolution has said everything. I think, like she said, no, that COVID really showed people. I had parents calling me saying, Nene, so this is what you have been doing. That you are working your business and taking care of your children. How did you do it? How did you do it? People who thought I was at my house doing nothing, just taking care of my children now. Just go out and wash clothes. As I'm busy washing clothes, I am busy attending to my clients. So I think that people have that misconception that staying at home as a mom, you're just there to just be cooking and cleaning. No, that days I don't have to cook. All I do is warm the food that I cooked over the weekend. There's no anytime I watch, but they believe that you're doing that every day. So which business are you doing? So sometimes they bypass you with opportunities, thinking that that's why, like Molu Saleh said, you have to use a digital platform. I think what saved me was putting my things out there. Every small thing that I did for somebody, I will put it on my Instagram. So who shall remember every Monday to Friday, I am posting something that I did not do it that day. Maybe it was 2 weeks ago. So I will post it. So you know that this woman is busy. We're in a time now where if you don't see what you're doing, they will not hire you. They will not hire you. So I tell a lot of moms who are still at home building their business, I say put out something. Even just Monday mommy dancing, dance. If it's Tuesday, throwback something this sometimes. Let people know that you are busy. If you have the time, design a media kit. So when people reach out to you, you send them the media kit, they see the things you have done. But in putting things out there, especially if you're still growing your business, you are now a big madam right today, you have to post every day. So that was one of the things that saved me, putting things out there. So people knew that, okay, this madam did for house. She gets children. Or should they do something? You're always traveling. Where do you travel to? I have not traveled 3 months, so, but I'm just posting the ones that I've traveled maybe 3 years ago. So people know that I'm in the tourism space. So that makes confession that you're doing nothing. So for me, the solution is put things out there. Let people know on your WhatsApp story. That one we know 2 of us are good at that. Put on WhatsApp story, put on Instagram, put on LinkedIn, put on all the platforms. I'm not saying that you must be on all the platforms, but people need to see that you're serious. I met someone recently and I worked with for 5 years. And he said, Madam, you're a very busy woman. I've been seeing you on LinkedIn. I hardly post on LinkedIn, no. But he sees that I am busy doing something. So for me, that misconception of you're not doing anything, the solution is put stuff out there and people will know. Then of course another thing is also your family members. I said it. If you're not careful, your family members will think that you're always available. They'll be calling you up and down to come and do stuff. That boundary is very important. Even with your clients, like I was talking to a client yesterday, and it has passed 8 o'clock. He asked the question, I didn't answer him. Before I came back from church by 12, 1-1, I answered him. So you have to know that doesn't mean because I'm a mother or a wife, I don't have my life. I have to put that boundary for you too. So also always have that boundary. I'm trying to see another aspect from today. With your clients and your family, who is your client? Let them know that you are in mother. Like someone wants to call me around 10 p.m. I didn't answer him. The next day, I called him. I said, oh gosh, you know I'm a wife and a mother. It's not because I'll do business with you. You should think you can come anytime you want because you are paying me. I said, Madam, sorry. I did not mean that, so sorry. So that boundary is very important for us so that I will not be overwhelmed. That will not mean that we're always available for them. So that's it for me. And I said, well, I said everything, but how it works for me. See, my friends are always calling me. Call me. Two boundaries, two boundaries.
Very important boundaries, especially if you are working from home.
Mm.
It's very important. Even me myself, I have that because even though I'm not working, running my PhD now, but I've noticed that when I'm at
All
home,
you mothers that do PhD and do business and no so running family, how do they do it? Superpower women.
we're learning from Ofurusade.
Ah,
Taking the boob
okay.
Me, I'm not doing PhD. Me, I'm not doing PhD. I'm sorry, go.
Anyway, I just noticed that when I'm home and Oga is at home, he thinks, oh, she's home now. She can go and
She's
cook
home.
for me to eat. And I tell him, no, 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 no. This hour to this hour, imagine that I'm not here because I'm busy doing this work. So it's important to create boundaries, especially if you're working from home.
Mm-hmm.
It's past 6. I wish we could talk forever, but we have to go home to our families. I know we have questions, but I know most especially that we've learned a lot. We've learned how to create boundaries. We've learned to have clarity, to structure our business, to have a daily routine, to ensure that we work with people who share the same goal and passion like us. By goal and passion, I don't mean social goal and passion, business goal and passion, so that you also learn from them while they learn from you, and then they can help you build your business. Thank you, Bumi. We're glad you had a great time.
Thanks for tuning on, Ruby.
Yeah, so before we go,
Network has kicked out.
I'll tell you, I don't know how to do the Yoruba accent. You know, she has this way she uses Yoruba accent to take some funny remarks. So let's hope she will come back. But Nana, what advice do you have for women out there who are planning to take that leap into mompreneurship?
Okay. So this is my honest. I want about me that I like to be very honest with people. Before you take that leap, please make sure you have backup plan.
Good.
Don't say because you saw Nena, you go and start a business. You too, you can drop on your own. I had a backup plan. I had money that got in from where I work that could sustain me for at least 3 years. Some people maybe just 1 year. Have that backup plan. The other thing is that before you also leave, be sure of what you want to do. Like what Mompreneur said, sometimes you want to do everything. Please pick one first. I remember when I had my session with Mompreneur and her team, I told them I wanted to do this, I wanted to do that. They said, Nene, pick one. Start with the one that will make you money and you're passionate about. And let's see how it goes from there. If that one doesn't work, try the other one. Until you find the one that will make you money, then you cannot do everything together. As long as that one can fund your passion business, as someone calls it passion business. So please, don't just jump. Have a backup plan. I'm going to mean backup plan. Ego, kudi, owo.
Yes, sir.
Have money, because the truth is that there are times that your husband may not be able to support you, not because he doesn't want to, but there are things that needs to sort out that you cannot sort out anymore because you don't have the money like you used to have before because you were working. So have that backup plan. Make sure, like I said, make sure you know what you want to do. Then as you're building, make sure as you're growing, as you started, please surround yourself with people that will help you grow, because this journey can be very frustrating. I said I have cried tears that in fact the jar of this bottle is too full to fill it. But I keep pushing because I know where I want to go to. I know what I want to do. And I want my children to watch and see that mommy built something. And even when we left her, she's able to still continue this something with her life when we've left. That part is very important. Please, I'll say it again. Have a backup plan. Be clear of exactly what you want to do. Anyone that doesn't work, try another one, because you will have failures, but keep trying. And then number 3, please do it from your heart. I know that, okay, this is what you have a goal of why you're doing what you're doing. You're doing this business because you want to spend time with your family. You're doing this business because you want to do something that you know that will make you small money while you're even staying back home and sacrificing for these kids. And also, you know that when your kids leave you, you have something to yourself that you can keep on building while you're aging gracefully. Those are my 2 cents.
Very powerful tips. Very powerful session.
Mummy, very important though. The backup plan is very important. Please, Mummy.
Very important.
Don't dump all the stress on your husband, because the time will come, the man will be like, Auntie, Biko, you're going to look for work. I can't do this anymore. And you don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want that.
Yeah. It's even heartbreaking.
Yeah.
A business that is your baby and then you cannot sustain it. It's heartbreaking.
I wish Shade was here, because she has a story concerning that, not having a backup plan. I wish she was here. She would have shared it to people. It wasn't funny. But I always tell women, I have my bestie, my best friend. She works in like pension, or the investment organization, like a bank. Right, she does the investment. And last year she was telling me that she wants to start her own business, but that her husband was like no. And I told her, why did he tell you why I said no? She said because he wasn't I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I was like, I said, before you start any business, you see me, I'm an entrepreneur, but I'm telling you, do you have the money that will take you through the next 3 years? That you will stop my brother, you will stop your doing your business. She looked at me and said, no, I said, they don't start. I said, if you want to start now, start with the little you have while you're working. Don't be putting, because that's what I did before I now left full time. Be building your portfolio. Then when you got to call and you know that, okay, you have the money that was sustaining for 3 years and you have a plan, a well-structured plan for your business. Why not knowing? I mean, you will come back on your behalf. But right now, girl, you don't have a clarity. Stay in your business, stay your job, build your money, build a portfolio. When you're ready for it, no. Because you don't want the husband to be vetting for you because you left a job. The company's heartbreak is marriages.
Yeah, I agree with you. Not a lot. Some women just want to have that title CEO, and they really don't sit down and plan towards what they want to do, why they want to do it, and how they want to do it. What's the, as you said, 3 years plan? Do you have what to sustain you for that 3 years? If you're going to employ anybody, do you have enough to pay them at least for 1 year? The things you need to pay for, do you have the money to pay? Some of them don't even go for training. For training to better themselves so that they can build their business. I have my own personal first entrepreneurial story that I can tell. You know, when you're working for someone, you think you know it all, especially when they keep praising you, the clients are praising you, your boss are praising you that you're good at your job, and then you say, yes, I am the champion. I want to go and start my business. Failing to realize that business has many angles, and you only would know one angle of that business. My dear, my first business crashed like a bad accident.
We're laughing now, wasn't funny.
And the funny thing was that because I was a good marketer and a good talker, I got someone to invest in that business. I did not even see capital back, not to talk of interest. It was that bad.
Wow.
That's when I knew that I had to go and learn bookkeeping, financial management, and all that, because the only thing I knew was marketing. And I didn't know how to balance the books. I didn't know how to put things together. So I agree with you. You have to learn everything, train yourself, ensure you are ready. Start small while you're still in the 9 to 5.
Yeah.
When you're sure you have everything under control, take the leap. So mompreneurship. So wish you the best. Thank you, Lena. Thank you for following Sade. You know you're out there. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. And to all of you out there, Bumi, Ramil, Tega, and all of you, thanks for joining us. And we hope to see you the last Sunday of July for the next monthly series. Have a nice day. Bye.
Bye, everybody.